Hey, what's up guys, this is Sukesh once again and you are watching the episode number 3 of the awesome tips and tricks series videos on the all new Samsung Galaxy Note 7. If you missed the episode 1 and 2, check the description below for the links. Now this Note 7 has mind-blowing software features which are innovative and extremely handy in day-to-day life uses. So without any further ado, let's get started with this tips and tricks part 3. Well, the first trick I will talk about is the link sharing. Before that, let me quickly show you can actually write on your phone even when the screen is off. Just remove the S Pen and take notes right away. Now you must already know you can take a screenshot just by swiping your hand, and the same can be done by pressing and holding the power and the home keys. Now for a website, if you want to capture the whole site, you have this option called scroll capture, and of course this works anywhere you can scroll. So you can capture your Facebook pages, your Instagram, and there is also crop and drawing options, that is you can annotate. So on a map screenshot you can give directions, which is very handy sometimes. Now let's come to the main feature, that is the link sharing. I have mentioned before, you are getting this sharing option, so you can share this image right away, and there you have the link sharing option. What it does is it uploads the image into Samsung server, which will stay there for 24 hours only, that is after one day the image will be deleted. You are getting this link which you can share through text messages using your Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and also using Bluetooth and Wi-Fi direct. Anyone with this link can open the file. There is no password needed, and the most interesting part is you can actually download a link sharing application to your compatible devices and share this code, which will expire in just 10 minutes. Now let me give you a demo of this feature. Let's send this code using a text, and I need to mention here you can send files as large as 1 gig, and unlike WhatsApp, the images and other files don't get compressed. Well, I got the code on my iPhone 6s Plus, so let's try to open and save the file. This is how the text looks, so let's click on this link and check what happens. There you go, I got the file on my iPhone in full resolution and size. This is how you can share files just with a text message, no need to use MMS, and if the recipient doesn't have any internet connection on their phone, they can just type this link on their computer and open the file. So indeed a very handy feature, I think. In addition to that, I should mention here, in some countries some carriers actually doesn't allow this feature, so you might not find this link sharing on your Note 7. Now the S Pen is the standout feature of the Galaxy Note series devices, and there are numerous things you can do. For example, there is a smart select option on the air command wheel, that is you can select anything on the screen and extract files, extract images. For example, if I want to save this camera icon on my phone, I can just select, and there is an auto select option which is a magnetic tool. But as there is some background to this icon, the selection might not be accurate. So what you can do is you can actually select the remove option and remove the part you don't want. So if you have seen a dress or a shoe on social media, you can extract the image just like so. Of course, it works better if there is no background. There are also other selection tools you can try, and I want to show you that you can actually extract the text. This is how you can save text from the browser, and if you just take a picture of a newspaper or a book, you can actually extract the text. So a very cool trick for you. Now you can even create GIFs. Let me give you a demo. With this feature, you are basically capturing a video of your screen. So if you are watching a video on YouTube or Facebook or playing a game, you can actually record a part or the full screen and create GIFs. You can even create a GIF of you just using the camera. The maximum duration is set to 15 seconds, and there you go, it's ready. I just want to show you that link sharing option also works for videos and other files. You can also annotate this animated image. Now the most interesting option here is, I think, this translate. You can translate a word on the go in the simplest way possible. Almost all the popular languages are supported by this feature. Let me give you a demo. There is actually nothing to do, just hover your S Pen over any word that is showing on the phone, and of course this feature is extremely handy on the browser.
Released.
This is how you can make the phone pronounce the word. These are the languages supported. You can pause and check. Now let me show you the next feature, which is another new addition to this Note 7. You can minimize the application you are using, so this is another great way to multitask. You can even peek into the app just by hovering your S Pen. So indeed a cool and innovative feature. The last option is magnify, which you might need sometimes. Just hover your S Pen and get a magnified view for your convenience. I just want to show you that without the S Pen, you can also magnify the screen. Just go to your accessibility setting, then vision, scroll down to magnifier window. This will magnify a part of the screen, and the most interesting one is the magnification gesture. You can magnify the screen just by triple tapping. This works anywhere, anytime, and there are actually two ways to do this. First of all, you can do this temporarily by keeping your finger on the screen or just triple tap and pinch to zoom. You can also scroll by using two fingers. Using the S Pen feels awesome, and the good thing is the capacitive buttons are also responsive to this pen, but still the home button doesn't respond to the pen. You have to basically push, which doesn't really feel right, so you have to basically use your fingers, which is a big pain. There is actually one thing you can do. Just hit the accessibility setting, then dexterity and interaction, enable assistant menu. You can also turn on Assistant Plus to make it contextual. Now you are getting this floating icon. You can just tap with your S Pen and go to the home screen. Now, as I have also enabled Assistant Plus, the icons actually change depending on the application open. So this is not only handy for your S Pen, as the screen of Note 7 is huge. This assistant menu is actually quite handy for one-handed uses. You will get all the necessary options right under your thumb. The Air View feature of S Pen is extremely handy on the browser. It works like a mouse pointer. Most importantly, you can drop down the menu options, which is not possible with your finger. Also, this works on gallery images and videos. What I like most is you can actually peek into a link without even opening this on the browser. So you can check what is this link about right away. You will get a short description, and this also minimizes the risk of any virus. You can even read your messages in a pop-up window. Your messages will remain unread, and this is, I think, the quickest way to check multiple messages. If somehow Air View is not activated on your phone, just go to your settings menu, then advanced features, S Pen, and enable this. Now let me quickly discuss about the multi-window multitasking features of this Samsung Galaxy Note 7. You are getting a huge 5.7-inch screen, and with multi-windows you can make the best use of it. There is also 4GB of RAM, and the RAM management of the Note 7 is one of the best in class. First of all, just swipe from either corners at the top to shrink the whole application to a floating pop-up window, and you can move it anywhere. You can resize. Just swipe to top or bottom to go to the full screen view, and you can even minimize this running application to a floating icon, which again you can put anywhere. So if you are on the browser, you can put the Samsung Dictionary application or the Samsung S Note to take notes, and you can even put your messaging window while gaming. If you want, you can even shrink more applications. Up to 5 apps can be converted into floating windows. All these apps are active on the screen, and if you press the home button, you can actually further minimize these pop-ups into floating icons, as I have shown before. Let me now show you how to take notes or transfer files from one window to another. If you swipe up these pop-up windows and there is already an application in the background, the screen actually splits into two, and I think this is the most intuitive UI for multitasking. Now for taking notes, just select the text and tap and hold, drag and drop. It's as simple as that. You can of course replace the messaging app with the Samsung S Note or S Memo. Now with the S Pen it's even easier. Just tap and hold the S Pen button and select the text, then drag and drop. This is how you can take notes on the go. You can even extract images. There is an option for that, so click here and select the image you want to extract and save into your S Memo, then just drag and drop as I have shown before. You might already know you can tap and hold the app switcher and split the screen into two, run two apps side by side. Alternatively, on the app switcher you will get this icon on compatible applications, so you can click here and open the application in multi-window right away. The last trick I have for you today is actually quite interesting. If you are in danger, if you are getting mugged or killed, an SOS message with your location, images clicked by the front and rear cameras, and also an audio message will be sent to your emergency contact number you have set. As you can see, an SOS message is being sent. This is how the message looks. The audio message has been recorded as well. To activate and set up this awesome feature, just go to your settings menu, select advanced features, scroll down to send SOS messages. If you want, you can disable some of the options and a maximum of 4 emergency contacts can be added. Well friends, that's all in this part 3. The part 4 is on the way, which will be, I think, the most interesting one, because I will show you some amazing tricks on the S Pen you don't know about. If you are into this Galaxy Note 7, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. I will upload a lot more videos on this smartphone. You can also check the description below for the part 1 and part 2. That's all for now. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Sukesh and have a nice day.